How you guys doing today? This is Mike, and we're going to be doing Bayonetta 2 today. Just have to quickly tweet this out, but let's have some fun. And this is only the opening screen, Flipsider. Gonna be starting a new game this time. So you guys can see Bayonetta 2 from the very beginning. Actually, I'm just gonna stick with the default Bayonetta and costumes, even though I have unlocked some of the other characters, like John.
You've got the right eye for talent.
So these are your three difficulty modes that you can start off with. First climax for easy people, second climax is medium, third climax is hard, and then when you finish third climax you also unlock infinite climax. Art rate, or do I like it more than the original? Yes. It's a bigger game. It's almost a different feel to it, because the original was a very good Devil May Cry style game, but this is definitely a bigger game in scope, in what they really try to pull off over the course of the game. And you'll see that when we get through the long opening cutscene here with Bayonetta shopping. When the game finally kicks off, it just starts high and keeps going. But yeah, cutscenes forever.
The legend of Aesir, a legend from the dawn of time. Nobody knows where the world came from. A struggle caused the trinity of realities to be split into three realms: light, darkness, and chaos. Obviously, our world was the one born from chaos. The three worlds all needed rulers, most of all ours.
And this is currently me playing, even though they haven't technically taught you anything, so if you're new to Bayonetta, this part could be kind of confusing. But it doesn't really affect anything, so it doesn't really matter.
Spent the first eternity quietly looking upon the earth from his holy mountain, where we only see reality and make it match our rules of the world. Aesir saw through reality, and those visions became our world. These observations became Aesir's power. Aesir's eyes were truly the eyes that created the world. However, Aesir pitied the humans for their naivete and lack of free will. So the power he wielded was split into two equal halves, and entrusted each to humanity's instincts. The right eye of light, and the left eye of darkness.
These are all enemies and situations that you will face later in the game. Not actually in this rotation or
By
anything.
dividing the power of
Which
the
is
eyes
weird.
of Aesir, humans gained free will. They could now choose. With control of the eyes of the world, the eyes that determine destiny, humans could choose their own paths. They awoke to their own identities. Man is but a reed, the most feeble thing in nature, but now we were thinking reeds, and we took our first big step towards grand prosperity. The inheritors of the eyes of Aesir have been granted the power of creation.
And remember, all of this, like, right now is happening, even though I'm not actually really playing the game yet.
A Lumen Sage. Cheeky. No one bothered telling me any of your kind survived.
Art Raider, I would be surprised if Nintendo doesn't do a Bayonetta bundle this holiday. They really should, because it's kind of, other than Smash and Mario Kart, one of their bigger titles this year. And it's
At least you're the silent type.
I can see them being possibly reticent because it's a more mature title. So maybe a bundle for Bayonetta 2 isn't what you want to have on the stores for Black Friday with parents buying games for kids. But a bundle with Bayonetta 2, which also comes with Bayonetta 1, at least in the US, would just be a no-brainer, at least for me.
You will not escape this fate. We will perish together. My dear, sweet child, at last you have fulfilled your promise to me. Fear not, for I am always watching over you.
But the right eye of light was lost from the world forever, along with its possessor, the last of the Lumen Sages.
And all that was just extra stuff. So now we're at the prologue. Yeah, that's right. The game hasn't even gotten starting yet. And who would have thought you see Sega and Nintendo together? It still blows my mind thinking about, you know, back when I was a kid or in high school. Like, that was the war. Sega versus Nintendo.
The government has organized a team to investigate these phenomena as citizens nervously clamor for answers. Our special report on the regional disasters Nature Unleashed continues after these messages.
You know what I need? Some heels without guns. You don't mind if we make a quick stop, do you, Enzo?
Do you know what day's coming up? Here I was shopping, minding my own business, then you show up and turn me into a damn porter. Seriously, Bayonetta, you still haven't paid me back for the car. Hey, whoa!
Now, is that any way to speak to an old friend? Besides, I did that job for you. For free, might add. Do I really have to tell everyone how you grabbed onto my leg, sobbing like a schoolboy?
Artrader, there is no little girl.
This is why I can't have
Your supporting cast
You're
is
some piece of work, you know that?
Enzo
You
at the
were
very
right to go to a
beginning,
job. You'd be well
and
on your way
then
with all the shit
Bayonetta, Jean,
none, just so you could off some
Broden,
and keep
and
the
a new
other
character
back.
called Loki.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Shit. But if it's that or getting torn limb from limb for eternity in whatever circle of inferno, you witches
I think the
go
part that I
to,
really like about Bayonetta
forget
is
about it.
purely
Right
from
off the
the
fucking
art style.
bastard
The anatomy of
damn
these
thing.
people,
Oh, hey, what the
especially Bayonetta, doesn't make much sense. Because she's like 100%
But what
legs.
the fuck you wasting your time trying to send some schmucks off to the afterlife for? Oh.
Done and done. Let's go home, Enzo.
Hey, wait a second. I ain't done here. If I don't get what I came for, I'm gonna be the biggest mutt in the city.
And what is it that you came to fetch, my dear?
Real funny. I know better than to tell you a damn thing. I'll never hear the fucking end of it.
You always know how to make an entrance, John. A rare sight to see you in the city.
Just had something I had to look into. Cereza, you haven't felt anything strange recently?
Now that you mention it, I still haven't quite figured out how a broke, bumbling wise guy managed to turn himself into a semi-respectable family man.
Forget about it. And what's this Cereza shit? You're about as sweet as my Nona's grappa, you know that? Some witch with amnesia goes around calling herself a weapon, and it turns out she really got stuck with a kid's nickname. That shit's rich, I tell you what.
Our friends in Paradiso are far too quiet. I'm sure you've noticed. But they aren't the only ones. Pray tell. Our friends down south seem to be a bit upset as well.
And now in life news, the annual holiday parade is being held today. City police have closed off roads to prepare for the massive influx of merrymakers expected to take in this year's festivities, set to be headlined by a flyover from the military's...
Yeah, folks, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just like looking at it. It's like it's really interesting, even though it still works for the game.
Whoa, shit! The platinum stuff.
It's definitely a very strong stylistic
I need to hurry up
choice.
and get Ed and Edna's presents, or I'm gonna get it.
We'll talk later. I'll see you back home. Don't forget to pick up the things for the party.
What's the matter with you? I told you what I'm after. A jet! I want a toy jet! You know, the kind with wings, flies in the sky. No, I'm not buying any damn Angels.
Now you guys can't see, but if you do play this on the gamepad
I learned my lesson
instead of using the Pro Controller, the entire game is actually on the gamepad, so you can pretty much do off-TV play with no issues. It also has some gamepad specific controls, like you can tap if you want directly on enemies to pull off some simple combos, but for the most part there's no Wii U specific controls in the game.
You know what? Screw the pretty ribbon. Just hurry up and put it in the box, will ya? Fuck the damn ribbon!
You know, I try to avoid doing this in my Sunday best.
And here we go. And that's what happens every time you run into a brand new enemy, either in heaven or hell side.
At least your lot still knows how to make an end.
Ah, Bayonetta, you so cray. Now the game shows you how to play. Next. Kick. And Witch Time, which they just showed you there, is pretty much the most important part of this game. Basically, for a lot of bosses, you need to use Witch Time in order to damage them, finish them off, or even just get a slight breather. Halo is the game's currency. You get it for destroying pretty much everybody. I got these cheap, sad guns.
This is why I never buy anything on sale.
Didn't I say it? This is why I can't have nice things. Damn it, car! Start already!
And Rodin enters the picture.
Holiday cheer.
Oh, fucking wonderful! Rodon? But I don't believe in Santa!
Watch your mouth, Enzo. Don't want anyone offering you for sacrilege before you pay your tag.
unbelievable! Ah!
Ultimately, I feel really sorry for Enzo.
I believe! I believe! I fucking believe!
Nestor, that was my first thought, actually. That it was a Crazy Taxi reference.
Now it's time to be naughty.
You awoke me, unleashed the fire in my
And which time? Oh no, I took damage. There goes my platinum.